You're so screwed. You are beyond done, buddy. You know, we've got him outnumbered like 40 to 1. Yeah, there's no way he makes it out of this one. You're screwed, big guy.
Man, I eat stuff bigger than you for breakfast. You wanna see Screwed, little Pebbles? I'll show you Screwed when I chuck you across the lake. I'm pretty sure I've seen rocks bigger than you be chucked.
You know, it's kind of crazy that such a simple unit can be so powerful. Hey everybody, it's your boy V, and welcome to another episode of How to Main the Units, Part 6, the Chieftain. The Chieftain, in his own right, is a very powerful unit. It has 2 axes that can swing very fast, so its attack speed is nothing to scoff at. It also does very good damage, clocking in at one of the highest DPS in the game. Along with all these other good things, he's also fairly mobile, able to outmaneuver most of the tribal faction, except for, you know. Yeah, you get the idea. With that said, the one thing that the Chieftain does kind of struggle with is being attacked head-on by a bunch of units. And when I say that, I don't mean like a bunch of halflings, because halflings you can just kind of slap them and they'll die. I'm talking more like clubbers, squires, and those types. The other small detail is that the Chieftain is just naturally bigger than most of the cast, meaning that he is a little bit easier to hit. Against infantry units, the Chieftain is beyond in his element. Although I get off to a little bit of a rough start here, with the Chieftain's higher health pool, you can afford to take a good few hits before you really want to start worrying about your health. You can easily run through enemy units and just break them down with brute force. And then once your health starts getting low, you still have the mobility to maneuver around them. When fighting shield units, just apply the same strategy as you would against infantry units, but you can be a bit more bold here because the shield units don't do as much damage. Only thing that you might need to worry about is constantly clashing with the shields, in which just try to outmaneuver them, which you can easily do as the Chieftain, and you'll be solid. Against ranged units, you don't really need to worry too much if it's only one. The Chieftain here can tank a good hit or two before going down. But let's put this into perspective of multiple throwers. So, obviously, you gotta use your mobility to avoid your spears, because if you get hit with more than one, you're done. So just wait for him to throw and run up and do your job. Especially use your mobility when you can against stronger ranged units like the Stoner here. His boulder is no joke. Against AoE units, the Chieftain has a very good advantage in the fact that he has a lot more health than his other tribal friends, so he can easily run up and punish them. And now, coming up for the Chieftain versus Specialty, we have a mirror match. And yes, folks, I am not kidding, a mirror match. $15 per person.
There's a guy over there that looks just like me. He's just blue. And I don't like the color blue. I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind.
So, you're the one who killed the other halflings.
I thought I was within my rights. They surrounded me and attacked me first. That was self-defense, buddy.
I don't care why you did it. You still did it.
Alright, you want some of this?
Yeah,
Come here.
I do.
Sit down. That's what I thought.
Sorry, I just wanted to do that. Anyways, against light tanks, the Chieftain is still fairly decent. He can take a hit, and he can dish out like... The good thing about the Chieftain is that he can take a hit, and then he can dish like 3 out before the opponent can get another swing in, making him great for these types of encounters. He's actually really well known for being the one to deal with knights. I've cometh to deal with this crazed lunatic.
Yeah, keep dreaming, buddy. Aren't you supposed to be a royalty or something?
You know, I'll tell you what, it actually took me such a long while to come up with a unique property for him. Mostly just because his kit is so simple. I mean, you just got a guy with 2 hatchets swinging them as fast as he can. And you know what? That's where he strives. In his thing, he takes the shortest to actually swing his axes. As for everyone else, they either have a really long wind-up or reel back for their attacks. He just kind of snaps his axes forwards. And if this doesn't seem like much, this like maximizes his damage efficiency, making it to where he can take not just 1, but possibly 2 knights if played correctly. Crazy, ain't it? So, here we have the highest damage potential unit in the tribal faction. With his 2 axes, he easily gets himself some of the highest DPS possible in the game. The only thing that kinda hinders him is getting overwhelmed. But other than that, he's a pretty solid unit that anyone can really pick up and play efficiently. With his slightly higher health, great damage, and amazing swing speed, he can easily get through enemy lines and punish anyone who attacks him and doesn't kill him in 1 hit. For the ones who watched the video up until this point, I would like to really thank you for your time. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and click the bell if you want to know whenever I upload my next guide. See you on the next one.
Alright, now listen up. Our tribe's been going hungry for a while now. You all know this. There's a big mammoth behind this here rock. I need y'all to throw your spears at the exact same time. Any questions?
Yeah. How much are we getting paid for this?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing
Yeah,
too.
it makes sense. Why
I
don't we
like
get
money.
Maybe we get paid in food.
Food? I love food.
Same here.
Man, food
yeah,
is so
I really
great.
need
Why
food
can't
right now.
food grow on trees?
Which one of you dummies just said food doesn't grow on trees?